I'm pleased that Gil High is willing to speak to you today, and I have a few questions for him, and I'm sure he's going to inspire you on how to contribute to the church. So Gil, what does it mean? What does your membership at APC, mean to you?
Donna, you asked me that question, and I've given it a bunch of thought. I want to start with a basic. I believe that each of us is born with a spiritual core. I think that spiritual core is expressed through the course of a history, with people wanting to reach out to a spirit of some sort, and you see this throughout the history of mankind. So that spiritual core that is in me needs refreshing and refueling. And to me, that's what Sunday morning and my association with the church is all about. I need to come here because if I do not, there's something empty in my life. But there's another aspect, and that is the congregation. I can't enrich that spiritual core fully by myself. I need to be in communion with other people. So church means to me coming together with like folks who are making that same search that I have, and that are also needing to refuel their spiritual tank and reconnect with that core goodness that I think each of us possesses.
So another question. At this time in your life, how do you contribute to this congregation?
Well, it's not much of a mystery that I sing in the choir, and Susan and I have contributed both in that fashion and when called upon to chair various fundraising committees here, pastor nominating committee, deacons, an elder, where the need is perceived and where we feel that that's something that we can do to make a contribution. But treasure, time, and talent, in my mind, starts out with treasure, because this is an organization, right? It's a community organization that needs financial support. How do you do that? First, you look at the need, and that's what we do. And we refresh that thought every year by saying, what are the church's needs this year? And how is it that we can fulfill those? Because our resources vary, and yours do as well. And so you have to reassess each year. I've always felt that a great mistake is to say, when asked to contribute, well, what did I give last year? So I'll just do the same thing. I think that's a great mistake. For us, we do not do that. For us, we take a look at what our resources are and how we can contribute. And sometimes we step back, and frankly, most times we step forward, because this church has a crying financial need all the time. One can say, well, it's never ending, but that is true, right? But we're all together in this. And so if everybody takes a look at their own ability to contribute to the church and takes a fresh look every year, this place can thrive.
So looking ahead, this is for all of us, but for Gil specifically this morning, what are your hopes and prayers for this congregation?
Just very quickly, COVID did in some respects a great thing for the church, but in other respects a very dangerous thing for the church. It opened up the ability for people who cannot come to service to participate remotely. And I'm hopeful that those who do participate remotely do so consistently, remembering their financial obligation, number one, but also that they thrive in their own spiritual search by being able to do that. But we need people to fill these pews, and those who participate remotely and who are able to be here, I'm hopeful in this coming year that they will show up. We need them. That's the first thing. The second thing is we can always use 2 more tenors.